All right, so welcome to Yoga with Eldoa, and we're going to start just having our feet hip distance apart. Feet, that's all right, don't be sorry. He's all right. He just wants to be a centre of attention. So just, all right, let's shake off the day. Let's shake it all off. Shake off your arms. Take in some deep breaths. And just sigh out through the mouth. Let's do that a few more times. Breathing in really deeply. And just sighing out through the mouth. Let go of your day, whatever you've been doing today, whatever, I want you to just bring yourself now to this present moment, and we're going to really enjoy. Let's focus on giving ourselves this next hour and a half of practice to really release any tension that's in the body, release any sort of frustrations that we might be experiencing mentally, physically, emotionally. All right, so once you've found that rhythm, you're gently just not bouncing, but you're gently just lifting alternate heels. So see if you can make it as sort of really not like this, not bouncing and frenetic. Make it gentle. So you're really articulating in the ankles. Yeah, that's it. And I want you to have space on either side. So don't be worried about people behind you. So like if you're in the studio, make sure you've got enough space to bring your arms out. That's it. And also bring your arms overhead, so no beams in the way, and forwards. Okay, so we don't want any collisions or anything like that. All right, and let's really practice before we get into this. Keep going with the feet. See if you can keep doing that. It's good to do different things at the same time. So really open up your hands. So really, really spread the fingers. That's it. And we're going to connect with the breath now. So it's going to be like this. That's it. Shh. Beautiful. Shh. So imagine you're casting spells, or you're banishing any kind of demons that you don't want plaguing you anymore. Shh. Shh. And those could include little gremlins in the audio settings. Very good. So I'm checking at the screen. I can't see you, V, but I know that you, hopefully if I can't hear you, everything's all right. Good, so let's keep going. All right. And we're gonna keep doing a couple more of these, and then we're gonna add a layer where we're gonna go like this. To the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front. And if you're like me, very sensitive to other people's energy, you can close your eyes. And you can maintain your own rhythm, your own focus. And also it's quite interesting, it helps to develop your proprioception if you have your eyes closed, continuing in this rhythm in this way. Nice breath, everybody. Really forceful breath. Good, and now in a moment, we're gonna go up, front, side, up, front, side. Keep going, up, front, side, up, front, side, up, front, side, up, up, up. That's it. If you can keep going up, try and keep your head centered, and notice if you're sticking your neck out. If it becomes too much, please stop and just go back to the shoulder height. That's fine. But if you can keep going, see if you can just do maybe 10 more. Shh, shh. That's it. Shh, shh, shh. Keep those feet going. Shh. Keep the feet going as well, guys. That's it. All right, now to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, to the front. And relax. Woo! We definitely got our arms going there. Let's roll those shoulders out. Let's find a nice comfortable position, standing on your mat, and just let your shoulders release by swaying from side to side, leading with your elbows. Deep breaths in and out through the mouth.
My arm's a bit stiff today, so that's why.
Oh, don't worry.
I had my jab on,
Oh, gosh.
on Friday night.
Oh, well done. Yes, and you're feeling okay today? Well done.
They're a bit.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, just take it easy. You're inside your body, so you get to decide how much effort you put in. You can dial it down. Dial it down, okay? That's okay. That's all right. That's good. So, yeah, if you're feeling any kind of stiffness in your body and it's too much, it's always up to you to just back off a little bit, dial it down, okay? So let's bring the feet a little wider and have soft knees, and let's just let those arms sway, and hopefully that will help to release your shoulders a bit more. That's it. So you're just gently tapping the back of your kidneys, and you can come up a bit higher and you give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. Well done for getting your booster. And well done for making it to yoga today. That's awesome. And then gently coming back to center, allowing your arms to come back to stillness and stepping into your mountain. Let's quieten things down a little bit. I quite like this actually. No music is good for focus. So really, really focusing. If you have your eyes closed, relax your arms and have your fingers pointing down towards the earth, and just feel inside the soles of your feet and really feel the connection between you and your earth. And take some really nourishing breaths in through the nostrils, and again, sighing out through the mouth. That's it. Do a few more like that. Just imagine you're like a tree, and on your next exhale, you're sending those roots down through the room below, down through the foundations of this building. So on the next inhale, you're drawing up the replenishment that you need up through the soles of your feet, up through your legs, up through the base of your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, imagine sending that energy down to the heart center and out along the arms through the palms of your hands. And you can kind of feel your hands really alive. If you place your awareness inside the palms of your hands, you can feel all the energy dancing in your fingertips. And just breathe into that sensation, just really feeling that sense of being alive and being connected to your life force, your prana, that energy that animates your body. Very good. So we're slowing down just a little bit while we prepare to do some gentle neck release work. So this is quite nice to do without music as well. So keeping your head centered, if you've got your eyes closed, gently lowering your gaze towards the earth and opening your eyes. And we're going to interlace the fingers and place the palms behind the back of the head. So we're just going to let the back of the head rest into the palms, and having your feet like really spreading through your toes. So you're really rooting down into your feet. I'd like you to press the back of your head into your palms, but keep that chin tucked in towards your chest. So you might get a little bit of a double chin, and that's absolutely fine because everyone's got their eyes closed. And who cares anyway, right? All right, so you could even accentuate that double chin and open up your mouth and let that chin come down towards your chest. But keep your gaze forward. That's it. So there you go. So keep your eyes kind of in line with your elbows. So you're up, that's it. But you can still open your mouth and have your chin come down. That's it. And then take your hands away and let your fingers just lightly touch the top of your head. And you can do this with your eyes closed. Just tune in and feel the connection between your fingertips and the crown of your head. And notice how it's really easy with your eyes closed to feel that connection and feel inside that crown of your head. So you can actually feel intuitively, you can allow the fingers to guide your head so it's stacked over your spine. So it might even feel like you're leaning back a little bit, but you're not actually. You just normally probably are leaning forwards. That's it. Good. And then release your arms and let your arms be alongside your body. And we're gonna do some neck release work. So keeping the eyes closed, keeping the eyes open at first. Let's take a nice deep breath. Again, feel that energy drawing up through the legs, up through the center of your body, all the way up to the crown of your head. And on your exhale, I'd like you to let your right ear release towards your right shoulder. Good. And you can accentuate that connection by lifting your right shoulder up towards the ear and then taking that right arm up and over and gently resting that right palm on your left ear. So you're just allowing your head to rest into the crook of your elbow. It's a really nice stretch. Keep your knees soft so you're not straining in your lower back. Take your left fingertips out to the side and just wiggle your fingertips. Raise your arm up and down. You can have your eyes closed now as you ease and explore. Explore what's happening on this side of your body today. So all along from the left fingertips, up along the left arm, up along the neck, and then down again. Where is there any tension? As you move your arm up and down, you can kind of gauge where there might be more or less tension. And rather than avoiding the tension, I want you to bravely go right to it, gently though, gently easing into it, and stay there and let your hand be nice and steady now, reaching actively out through your fingertips with your eyes closed. I'd like you to take deep breaths in through the nose and just sigh away any tension through the mouth. Ha! You can be as vocal as you like. The more vocal you are, the more tension you release. So, ha! That's it. Let's do 3 more like that. Ha! Beautiful. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Ha! That's it. Really good, really good. And now, keeping your head where it is, relax your left arm completely. Open your eyes. Take your right hand to your right cheek and just let your head rest in the palm of your hand. Take a really nice deep breath and then gently move your face to center. That's it. And then relax your arms and just notice. It's in these quiet moments when we can notice the effects of our practice. So one side of your body is probably going to feel a lot more at ease than the other side. So let's bring that into balance now. So remembering to reset your neck. Make sure you don't need to go through that whole thing again with the hands behind the head and the fingers on your head, but see if you can kind of recreate what it felt like for you. So your head centered, and we're going to let your left ear now go towards your left shoulder in the lateral plane, sagittal plane, and lift your left shoulder a little bit towards your left ear to allow that connection. Take that left arm up and over, really relax as much as possible. Don't want to overstrain the neck muscles here. So just gently rest your left palm on the right ear. Your right fingertips are just wiggling and going up and down. That arm can just gently move up and down. Again, just noticing how this side could be different. Each side is different. So, and noticing where the tension is on this side. And if you're lucky not to have any tension, that's amazing. So just find a spot that feels like it will be delicious to release anyway, even more delicious than it already feels. And so once you've found that spot, reaching actively through steady fingertips, keeping those eyes closed so you can really focus your awareness on drawing the breath in towards where the tension is. Take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And then let's sigh away any tension through the mouth. That's it. And I think it felt like we did about 5 or 6 on that other side, maybe even more. So just do as many as you feel you need to. That's it. Be as expressive as you like. It's fine. Hopefully I'm not distorting the microphone. I tell you what, I need this just as much as you do after the weekend I've had. And let's do a couple more like that. And one more for luck. Lovely. And then release. Keep your head where it is, but relax that right arm. Relax the hand, relax the arm completely. Open your eyes. This is very important. Have those eyes open when we're moving the head around, okay? Take your left hand to your left palm. Take a really massive deep breath. And then move your face back to center. Hopefully feel much lighter, as if the weight of the world is lifted from your shoulders, I hope. Yeah, a little bit better anyway. Right, well now we're going to do those gentle forward folds. And now, because we've really opened up the neck in the lateral or the sagittal plane, okay, now we're going to go forwards. So really articulating the neck. So I want you to all practice. When you do this forward fold, very important to have soft knees, okay? Because your hamstrings are connected to your lower back, so you don't want to throw your lower back out when you're doing this. And we're going to take deep breaths up from the soles of the feet again. And through the mouth like this. Folding forward halfway, not too far forward, rooting down into your feet, and let that organic inhale just happen to bring you back up to standing. Lovely. Let's do 5 more of these. That's 2. Very nice. That's 3. Very nice. That's 4. Now, if you're in the 5th one already, and if you don't have any, or if you've come up, then come back down if you don't have any blood pressure issues. So that means if you get dizzy hanging upside down, please don't stay in this position. Just come up to standing and just keep focusing on your breath. If you are able to stay in this position just for a few moments, if you are, either way, you can do this. If you're standing upright, you can kind of do this too, but it just helps to really accentuate this. If you are in the half forward fold, your arms are completely relaxed like a rag doll, and you've got your knees bent. I want you to bend those knees a little bit more, like quite a lot more, and see if you can move the knees forward in space a little bit and roll your tailbone under, so you're actually emptying your belly as well. You can feel your abdominals engage as well, and you can feel that space being created all the way around the back of your pelvis. Keep breathing, and as you exhale through the mouth, when you really empty your belly, and notice how when you empty your belly, you can accentuate that gentle curvature of the spine, gently really moving that tailbone towards the back of your knees. That's it. And now let's everybody spread your toes. On the next inhale, I want you to gently curl up, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. That's it. And when you come up to standing, just give yourself time to readjust to being standing in the upright position. Because if you have, you might be, hopefully no one's dizzy. No dizziness? Everyone okay? Good. Good. Very important not to do that if you have blood pressure issues. Okay, so bring your feet wide now, as if we're going to go skiing. All right. So for those who this is probably a bit wider than you would have when you go skiing, unless you're like 3 years old, but or you're brand new at skiing. So, but yeah, you want to have your toes pointing in, so your feet are on a 45-degree angle, and you're going to be bending those knees And let's take the hands to the pelvis. So you can take one hand to the front of the pelvis, one hand to the back of the pelvis, and really focus on releasing that tailbone down towards the back of your knees. That's it. Notice how that engages your abdominal muscles here, and you can feel your spine lifting up through the crown of your head. So you're going to bring your arms out. So once you've got all of this set up down here, I want you to try and keep this as steady and locked off as possible. And check that you're reaching up through the crown of your head again, not sticking your neck out like this, really lifting up as if you're like a puppet. The puppet master is pulling the string at the top of your head and also pulling strings in opposite directions of your hands. So really active hands, all right? Arms are in line with your shoulders. We're going to slide, not bounce. So we're going to gently slide to your right first. So shh, keeping your head centered. Shh. That's it. So that's 2. Let's do 8 more. Shh. That's 4. Shh. 5. Shh. 6. Shh. 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. That's it. Good. And then just roll those shoulders and just walk those feet in together and just shake out your toes if you can. If you have trouble shaking out your toes, I just notice when I have my feet pointing in like that quite for a while, they sometimes cramp, or so you just want to release those toes before we go back into it. And then let's find that position again. Dylan is impeccably demonstrating Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, and now plank pose. No, all right. So I have a competing yoga teacher in the studio. All right, so find that wedge for yourself. So imagine the skis creating like a triangle shape in front of you. And again, reset that pelvis. So release that tailbone down, lift up through the crown, and let's prepare with nice active arms to slide to your left this time. Shh. That's it. 10. Shh. 9. No bouncing, more of a slide. That's it. 7. Shh. I think that's 7 actually. Shh. 6. Shh. 5. Shh. 4. Shh. 3. Shh. 2. Nice breath. Shh. And 1, and relax. And step those feet together, and let's just gently run up and down on the spot. I think I did something to my feet this weekend. We did a lot of walking, so I'm really feeling it on this side today. So when you do this, come back to this practice a lot, you'll just notice some days it's easier than others. So if you've had something like you were saying, Avril, like just notice it when you do the practice, but it's really good for you to do it because it will help to get all the meridians active again, flowing and all that. Yeah. Oh, well done you for just coming and doing it anyway. Good for you. Right, so coming back to, we're going to do the forward fold now, but slightly off center. Okay, so starting centered, feet are slightly wider than hip distance apart. Really spread through your toes. Have those soft knees. Okay, take a deep breath. And then gently move to your right. So the upper torso is moving slightly. Maybe if you bring your arms out in line with your shoulders, they're about 45 degrees. Yeah, so not so far over, you guys. Maybe. So let's imagine. So come back to center. This is 12 o'clock, and this is 11, and this is 10. So yeah, that's probably about right. And then relax your arms completely. I want you to make sure that your neck is in line with your spine, okay? So your head's not over to the left. All right, really important. Keep your knees really soft. Take a deep breath and blow out through the mouth and forward fold. Very good. I'm going to try and deal with this interruption. You keep going. Let's do 5 on each side. What is going on with you? Come over here, my love. I want you to try and relax. Stay here. Good. Can you stay there, or I'm going to take you to the kitchen? Okay. So we're going to do 5 on that side. Okay, Dylan. Really? No. No. Good. Once you've done 5 on that side, you're going to come back to center, and you're going to give me a moment to take Dylan down to the kitchen, okay? Sorry, guys. 1 second. I think it's because we've had a few little interruptions. Down here. So you'll be very glad to know. You'll be glad to know that Dylan won't be here on Thursday night for the sound bath. I'm glad. He's going to already be. I mean, I love Dylan, but sometimes, bless him, he can't be managed. I'm taking him. No, he's staying with my friend while I'm away. So on Thursday, I'm going on Saturday, but I think my friend's going to come take him Thursday afternoon. So let's come back to that center, and we're going to do the other side. So remembering, so pointing the arms forward to about 12, then going to 1 and then 2, and relax the arms. Okay, let's do it. We did 5 on the other side. So knees are soft, deep breath in, and articulating neck forward, fold. That's it. Rooting down, lifting up. Good. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. And then coming up to center, and just feeling that sense of being open all around the back of the upper back, all around the thoracic spine. We're going to now prepare to do our final standing. Oh no, we've got 2 more standing things to do before we come down to the mat. So let's come back to feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Soft knees, tailbone down, lifting up through the crown of the head. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to gently release your right ear to your right shoulder and continue just gently flexing sideways. That's it. And then inhale, come back. Try and keep that neck nice and centered. Take a deep breath. And then leading with the ear, left ear to left shoulder. And so it's like a continuation. That's really nice. Good. So try and keep your gaze forward rather than down. So it's like you're literally, so we'll go back to the other side. That's it. Good. Come back. Deep breath in, and then exhale, really articulating the spine. So what you want to have is like one, like imagine the long curve coming from the crown all the way. So good. Let's do 1 more on each side. So, and then I'm going to try and point something out to a couple of you. Okay, so, all right, let's stop for a second. I really want everybody to really watch what I'm doing so they can try and recreate this. So it's like an articulation in your neck. I've got a very short neck, so my demonstration might not be amazing, but we'll see if I'll try and demonstrate what it is I'm trying to ask you to do. So deep breath in, and then we start by releasing, keeping the head sort of in line, but then releasing that right ear to the right shoulder, and then continuing down like that. So there's a long stretch all the way all the way along. That's it. And then come back up. That's much better. Okay, take a deep breath. And then do the other side. So leading with the ear first, ear to shoulder. And then come down. That's really nice. You got it. And we're undoing a lot of patterns in the body here. So I think that's good. That's good. That's enough. Does that feel good? Good. So it does feel good, doesn't it? Yeah. It really does. Yeah, because we think that we're doing it, but we're not. We're going like this, and our heads are. But it's so much different. And I'm still learning it too. Like I love to create more space in the sides of my neck. All right. So let's prepare for the 4-step. We need to come up with a better name than Justin Timberlake dance move, but that'll do for now, I guess. So feet coming back to that wedge, feet pointing inwards, really spread through the toes as much as you can. Knees are bent, pelvis, tailbone down, like engaging core, so lifting up through the perineum here. Really feel that line coming all the way up through the sternum, up through the crown of the head. And we're going to slide. Then we're going to flex with the arm coming all the way over. See if you can find that stretch in the neck as well. Come back to center. Off center and then center. Okay. So let's do 9 more of those. That's it. That's 8. That's 7. That's 6. That's 5. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. That's 1, and relax. Good. Just let your feet relax and shake those off a little bit more, and then reset, and we're going to do the other side. So find that wedge. Bend those knees as much as you can. Make sure your pelvis is nice and steady and supported. It's not going to be shifting. You're not shifting your lumbar spine. You're just moving, sliding the upper spine from the rib cage up. All right, so bring those arms out, lifting up through the crown. We're going to slide to your left this time. That's 10. That's 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, well done. Okay, well, I'm definitely warm up now. How are you? Yes. Are you ready? You've been making rainbows over there. I love it. I do need to move that up to the apex. I need to get a big ladder because I want. Sometimes the sun comes through the studio and it casts rainbows all over. So if I get it higher up, I'm sure we'll get that more often. Yeah. So it's a work in progress. Right, so come on, let's do that fun move that you all love doing before we come down to the mat. So we're going to take the feet wide. Do you want blocks for under your heels? Yeah? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Or do you want some blocks to sit on? You can try with both. Are you doing it? You want to do it with or without a block?
I'm not sure.
All right. For those watching at home, we're going to be coming down into a squat. So if you find that challenging, you could get a couple of books to put under your heels.
Oh, good.
Oh, You're looking forward to Shavasana, aren't you? Oh, bless you. That sounds like the right thing to be doing at this time of year.
Why did I start off my feet on here?
So you can do, yeah, just be mindful of, so I don't want you slipping around. Have them handy and see if you need them. And then when you're down, you can shift them under. So bringing your feet wide, toes pointing outwards. Let's inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale. So you're bending the knee and sort of swaying from side to side as if you're brandishing a lightsaber or some kind of, which actually I have. There you go. And you can either have a block to sit on under here, and you can have blocks under your heels if you like. But you want to have your feet quite wide. And if you're just kind of, you can kind of put your hands on the mat and just kind of shift from side to side. Okay, that's it. Yeah, and just ease into it. You know, some days are easier than others. And once you find your feet can be rooted either on blocks or on the ground, see if you can really lift up through the crown of the head, press the palms together. And you can also, that looks good. And you can also press your palms together and then press your elbows just between opening up your legs. There you go. That's good. Yay! And you might fall over, but it's all fun here and we're having a playtime. And then you can come sitting down. And give your legs a round of applause. It's quite fun, that one, isn't it? So, all right, that's one way of looking at it, right? Right, so now we're going to come sitting on the mat, okay? So you can look at me if you like first. I don't want you looking sideways, so I'll just show you quickly, just a refresher. You can walk back on your sitting bones to make sure that you're not flexing your spine, to lean back. I want you to have as tall a spine as possible in the starting position. Feet are in line with knees, in line with hips. Hands can start with resting on top of the knees. We take a deep breath all the way up from the tailbone through the crown of the head. And then we blow out through the mouth and articulate the lumbar this time, the sacroiliac. And come rolling down onto the back of the sacrum, and then allow the natural inhale to bring you back up. All right, have your hands either side if you like, if you're feeling strong. And I'll turn around so that people can see there. So it's like this. And then and I'm not a great demo of this because I've injured my coccyx. So if you have any injuries, just go slow. But if you are really strong in your core, just keep your head centered. I know you're trying to watch me, and I appreciate that. But so if you can close your eyes now and just really take your awareness inside and see if you can go as low down as you like. And you can go really slow and then come back up. But I want you to really feel that core being engaged. That's it. And you can go, if you find yourself in this position, you can start to gently turn that tailbone under. Test yourself a little bit to go a little bit deeper. That's it. Try and do it without rocking. That's really good. That's it. That's it. Let's do 5 more of these, okay? If you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. No one's Sergeant Major around here, okay? Although sometimes it does feel like it, I suppose, when I've got my timer. Okay. Good. Notice how I'm sort of skiving off and just walking around the studio. This is the most difficult one for me. So next time, when you feel like you've done about 10 to 13 of these, come as slowly as you can down to the mat. So see if you can really articulate, feel each vertebra. Come down as slowly as possible. And then just relax. Have your knees bent. Your body's urge may be to hug your knees into the chest. If you've done that already, don't worry, that's fine. But see if you can just allow the body to reset before you do that. So lying down with your knees bent. And just have your arms out alongside the body, palms facing up. They don't have to be too high. And take a deep breath here. And on the exhale, just let your knees just drop over to your right. And just stay there for a moment and take a few breaths into the lower back. Just natural breath in and out through the nose is fine at this point. Just nice deep breaths. If you want to sigh out through the mouth, that's fine. That might help to release any tension. That's it. And now on the next inhale, bring those knees back to center. I want you to really rest here for a moment in the neutral position before we go to the other side. So I want you to feel that pelvis recentering, and then take a deep breath, and then gently let those knees drop over to your left. And they don't have to touch the floor. They can be just hovering in space. I want you to be as comfortable and as at ease as possible in this. So if there's any tweaking anywhere in the lower back, don't go so deep. Just be as gentle as you can with yourself. Gently breathing in and out. Just let that lower back release. That's it, really nice. Bring those on the next inhale, bring those knees back to center and really feel your feet on the mat. And I want you to walk your heels back towards your sitting bones. So as if your shin bones are like two legs of a table coming directly down from your knees to your heels, and they're hip distance apart. So if you have one of those wider blocks with you, you could put those between your knees so you just remember what hip distance feels like. And then I want you to take your hands to your lower back and notice there's that lovely natural curve of your lumbar between your sitting bones and your lower ribs, okay? So notice what happens when you move your tailbone towards the back of your knees. You can feel the muscles alongside your spine releasing down into your fingers. And then if you take your hands away, you can actually feel your entire lower back resting on your mat. So that's how we need to be when we do the general Eldoa. We want to feel all the muscles, either side of the spine and the spine, resting down on the mat. Then we're going to lift the knees in towards us. And we're going to cross our arms so that the opposite hand is on the opposite knee. We're going to make sure our head's centered, chin is slightly tucked in towards the chest. We can look towards the knees. We're going to start with the left hand up towards the ceiling. So we'll start by just reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling, okay, in line with your shoulders. And then we're going to just open up that hand to the left, fingertips pointing outwards towards the left, and really, really accentuate this. Lift up, so you're lifting up through the heel of your palm, as if you're holding a tray of something, one of your favorite Christmas drinks or whatever, or if you don't drink, then favorite pizza, or whatever it is you're holding. And then I want you to press that entire hand up towards the ceiling so your shoulder comes off the mat. And then I want you to release that shoulder back down towards the mat. Okay, so it's a really subtle movement, but that's just to get you inside your shoulder joint. Okay, releasing that shoulder down to the mat, but keeping the hand up towards the ceiling. You're going to raise that arm alongside your ear so that your thumb could touch the ground behind you. And you're really pointing those fingers out towards the left. You're going to keep your right arm completely relaxed, and your hand is just relaxed, resting on your left knee. And you're going to take your right leg out and roll the entire leg in towards the center, flex the toes towards the face, and lift out through the heel until your foot is standing on the ceiling, okay? This is the general Eldora stretch. And what we're going to be doing is really reaching out through the heel of the hand and reach out through the heel of the foot. And we're going to hold this and breathe for a minute. Shh, 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 shh. And you're going to keep breathing. So I'm starting the timer now for those of you may have been doing it with me while I was describing it, and that's fine. Just keep readjusting yourself. If you notice, your body keeps coming out of the pose naturally. So keep readjusting, keep rolling that entire right leg in towards the center, pointing the toes towards the face. That's really nice. Keep pointing your fingers. Make sure your fingers are pointing out to the left, not to the ground. So the thumb can be on the ground, but the fingers are, that's it. So that's it. Keep breathing. So we're about halfway through. In fact, we're at 40 seconds now. So if you want to keep going, you can. Keep looking between your knees. That's it. Keep lifting out through the heel. That's it. Good. And now we've got 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come back to that starting position if you can, or just rest for a moment. Just take a rest. So I work you quite hard in this class, do I? Would you say it's a relaxing class? Okay, let's start the other side. So remembering that really important part of rolling the pelvis so that the entire lower back is on your mat first before you let your knees float in towards your chest. Crossing your arms over with the right arm on top this time. Bring the right hand up towards the ceiling. Start with the fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. That's it. All right. And now open up that hand so that, and really spread through the fingers. Really, really spread. So your fingers are reaching to the right. And then once you've got that stretch, you're going to raise, actually come back, sorry, we're going to do that articulation of the shoulder. So lifting up through the heel of the hand, lifting your shoulder off the mat, and then bringing that shoulder back down. Lifting up and down. So it's more up and down rather than out behind you. So if you can you keep this here? Yeah. Open up the hand and it's more up and down. That's it. So lifting up, so as if you're holding a tray of really important liquids that you need to get to someone urgently, but you have to do it slowly and methodically. Okay, that's it. See if you can flex even more. I know it feels really uncomfortable. And then once you've got that shoulder back down on the mat, raise that arm up so that the upper arm is in line with your ear alongside the mat. Yeah, so if you're near the wall, you could even press that hand into the skirting. So, yeah, so it's like, yeah. And then take your left leg out this time and really rotate the entire leg in towards the center, flex the toes towards the face, lift out through the heel, raise that heel up towards the ceiling. And let's begin, and I'll start the timer now on the other side. So, shh. And the breath work is very important because what it's doing, it's releasing toxins and it's sort of engaging all of the muscles along the spine. Shh, 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 shh. It's like creating a pumping sensation along the spine to help to decompress all the vertebrae along the spine. That's it. So just notice how your body wants to come out of the pose. Keep readjusting. Keep noticing if your hand has rotated. Keep pressing out through here. That's lovely. Keep pressing out through here. Looking good. Find what works for you. Now I'm going to tell you where we're at. We have 9 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. That's it. And just relax. Relax for a moment. Relax. Just let your feet come back down to the mat and let your legs stretch out into Shavasana. So that is the general Eldora stretch, which literally stretches every single vertebra, or the space between the vertebra along your spine. So, you know, if you're in a hurry, perhaps you could go for a nice walk in the morning, warm your body, and then you could do that when you come home. It helps to create space. Or after a long day, you can do that too. You don't have to do all the rigmarole of what we've been doing with the warm-up, although that's for optimal results. All right, so we're going to do some core work now, just to get ourselves up to seated. So let's bend both knees and place the soles of the feet under your knees. Interlace the fingers behind your back, behind your head. Okay, that's it. And take a nice, make sure you've got that block between your knees, or imagining that it's there so your knees aren't coming into the center. Really spread through the toes. Take a nice deep breath into the belly. And on your exhale, just allow your head and shoulders to lift off the mat any amount, but look up to the ceiling instead of looking towards your knees or feet. And then I want you to allow the head to rest back into the hands. So feels like your head's being cradled in a hammock. That's it. This is your starting position. So take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, gently lifting. So you're lifting up towards the ceiling rather than towards your knees. So lift your entire spine up. So you're engaging your upper abdomen in this. You're engaging the core. I want you to work with your breath on this. So the inhale brings you back to the starting position, and the exhale lets you lift just a little bit. Notice if you're tensing the muscles in your neck. So if you can let go of that. So you're really resting your head in your hands, so all the effort is in your core. So using the breath, breathing in, and then on the exhale, lift any amount. Inhale, back to starting position. Exhale, lift any amount. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Nice. Very gentle work here happening, but it's really important work. Inhale, exhale. Helps to strengthen the spine. When you strengthen the core muscles, helps to strengthen your spine. Good. Good. And then when you've done about 10 of those, you can come back with your head down on the mat and just rest for a moment. Bring your hands to your belly and give yourself a little massage, just gently giving thanks for the belly. And take some deep breaths and just sigh out through the mouth. That's it. Nice deep breaths and sigh out through the mouth. Good. So we're going to do yogi bicycle now. So finding that lower spine on the mat again. So really rolling the pelvis toward the tailbone towards the back of the knees, so the entire lower back's on the mat. Let your knees drift in towards your chest. And we're going to interlace the fingers and place the palms behind your head again. And this time we're going to do working with the breath. So inhale, and on the exhale, lift to that starting position again. And on the exhale, you're going to turn so that your right elbow comes across to your left knee, and you'll stretch your right leg out. It'll be floating off the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, cross to the other side. So left leg stretches out, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. That's it. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Good. So let's do about 10 more of these if you can. But find your breath with this and enjoy it if you can too. So if it feels like an ordeal, I don't want you to do it. I want you to relax. But if you enjoy this, if you enjoy the sensation of activating your inner sun, then go by all means continue and see if you can really enjoy that sense of connecting to your core. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. So we started with right elbow to left knee. So you want to end with left elbow to right knee. So you get to decide how many more you want to do. Inhale, exhale. Good. All right. And then relax. Relax and rest. Rest your arms alongside your body. Have your knees bent for now, just to let your lower back release. And let's bring the feet mat distance apart and just let your knees come together so they're resting on one another. And bring your hands to the belly and just give it a gentle massage. That's it. Good. All right, so we have time. We're gonna move through some quick Eldoa before we come into relaxation. So you'll be surprised at how much we can get done in the next 10 minutes before we come into relaxation. So bring your feet back to parallel, feet directly under hip distance knees, okay? And take a deep breath. Exhale, bring those knees in towards the chest, holding behind the thighs. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, lift your head and shoulders off the mat and gently rock in the sagittal plane, backwards and forwards. Keep that chin tucked in towards your chest and then come up to seated. Good. Woo. Feeling good? All right. So we're going to now hopefully, actually, let's bring the soles of the feet together for a moment. And you guys can all face me in the studio and just open up your feet and just you can massage along the spine, along the arch of your foot. Take your thumbs and just gently rub from the inside of the heel to the ball of the foot. So you're just giving yourselves, hopefully you can see that at home too. And just take the thumbs and take them to the base of your big toe and gently rub the crease at the base of your big toe. That's it. And then just rub the pads on each of the toes, just quickly. And then let's just gently pull the toes. So pull each toe. Quite a nice thing to do, yeah. And shake out your hands. That's it. Right, so we're gonna just power through some Eldora stretches now, and then before we come to relaxation. So if you come sitting forward, so you're looking at me now, that's it. Feet are hip distance apart, really spread through those toes. Check that you can walk your sitting bones back a little bit so you're not rounding in your spine. Lift up through the crown of your head. Throw your arms forward and really spread through the hands. So you're really creating space between the fingers, and then raise those arms up. Okay, so you really start to feel, if you bring your arms wide, you start to feel along the spine. You can kind of feel where does your spine need you to be? Can you feel that? Really stretching, and then find where works for you. Notice though, the higher up you go, you might have a tendency to stick your neck out. So I want you to keep lifting actively, okay? And I'm going to start the timer once you've found that space for you, and we're going to go for a full minute, okay? So just keep breathing like we have been before. Shh, 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 shh. Notice you're halfway through now. So notice if your arms start to get tired. So you can release them a little lower if you need to, but really activate those hands as much as you can. Okay? Good. Okay, we're at 40 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep lifting up through the crown of your head. That's it. Looking really good, everybody. Try and have those hands flex. That's it. Good. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't crash out of it. Come out slowly. Yeah, that's it. Come out really slowly. Good. Good, good, good. Good. All right. How's that feel? Getting in there? Woo. Your lazy hands. I know your hands want to go forward. So notice this is your hand, your body just going back to the patterns that it's used to. But I notice when you do that, your neck points forward. So see if you can try and keep your arms in line with your shoulders. Keep lifting up through the crown. I know I've got a double chin when I do that. I really don't care because I'm working on my upper spine. Okay, good. All right. So now we're going to come to cross leg. So if you need to sit on a block, you can. You will know if you need a block or a little blanket or something on the very edge of your sitting bones. If when you're sitting cross-legged, you tend to roll your spine back. So see if you can really sit up nice and tall and lift up through the crown of your head, okay? And bring your hands together in front of you. So again, imagine your fingers on the crown of your head and your head is lifting up into the fingers, but you're pressing your palms together in front of you here. All right, this could be the work today, releasing the knees down towards the mat, lifting up through. So you're creating that tension already between your shoulder blades. If you can keep your neck in alignment with your spine, you can bend your elbows and bring the heels of your palms in towards your chest. And see what happens as you raise your heels of your palms onto the crown of your head. Notice if your head tries to move forward, mine probably is, because I haven't been practicing in a while. So, and your elbows probably point forward. See if you can keep them out alongside your ears. If that feels okay, you can raise your arms up. Okay. Keep lifting up. Find the space that works for you. I'm going to recommend... I'll come around and make some recommendations to those. We're going to start now. Shh, 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 shh. So that's really good, Anna. Thank you for keeping that in alignment. Okay, we're going to keep your hands forward. So keep lifting up through the crown of your head. Keep your chin tucked in towards your chest. So lifting up, pressing back out through here, through the neck, but keep the head. That's it. Keep lifting up. That's it. Good. Good. Keep lifting up. Keep your elbows. That's it. But pressing back here. That's it. Pressing up through here. Chin into chest. Chin. That's it. Try and relax. I know there's a lot going on. But yeah, that's it. Keep knees releasing down. And yes, we're ready to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out very, very, very slowly. Ooh, nice. Nice, everyone. Okay, so we're going to come to the wall now, finding your wall space. If someone wants to come up to the front, you're welcome. We've got a space here. We've got a space there as well. Would you like... Okay, do you want to come up here, Anna? Do you want to use the wall, or does anyone want to do the wall?
I'll do the wall.
Okay, come on then, my lovely assistant, my model. So bring your feet, come over this way, and come with your feet against the wall. Bend your knees, sit against the wall.
Like that.
Yeah, that's it. And then come laying on your side, and I want you to still sit with your sitting bones against the wall. That's it. But try and keep your torso more perpendicular to the wall, and your left arm is out like that. That's it. Now keep pressing your sitting bones into the wall and then roll onto your back and lift your legs up the wall. So you might have to turn yourself around. That's it. Good. And you got it. You can kind of shimmy yourself around a little bit. You can bend your knees and place your feet on the wall. That's it, if you want to kind of get yourself readjusted. So that looks about right. Do you feel like you're centered? Yeah. Good. All right. So you could bring your feet a little wider and then roll your legs into the center. Flex your toes towards your face. Really spread through your toes. You've got really nice articulation there. You could probably have your toes a bit closer. That's it. About 2 inches apart. Good. And now bring your arms up start with your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. That's it. Open up your hands. Yeah, that's it. Really nice hands, fingers pointing opposite direction. And then bring your arms overhead. Keep your head centered. and press your tailbone in towards the wall, and that's your pose. And we're going to do a minute like this. Shh, shh, shh. Notice if your legs start to come out. You look amazing, you guys. You've done so well. Just be careful of this here, Avril. Yeah? Oh, okay, no problem. Are you feeling all right like this? Okay, roll those legs in, flex the toes. Look at that articulation. You didn't do that 5 years ago, did you?
No.
Okay, keep hands pointing outwards, opposite directions. That's it. Keep pressing tailbone in towards that. That's it. There you go. Keep pressing out through here. Yeah. Good. So you're over halfway. Your toes and your legs look perfect. Keep pressing into the wall. Looking good. So we are at 50 seconds. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. But don't come rushing out of it. Just enjoy having your legs up the wall. I have to say, this is one of my favourite parts of the practice, is when we finish. When it's all over and we've done all the work and we can turn the lights down and we can relax. And those watching at home, it starts to look like some kind of horror movie in the studio. Just kidding. It looks nice and relaxing. Still in Scorpio season. A little bit of mystery, little bit of. Did you guys hear about the scorpions in Egypt in Scorpio season? It's quite amazing. They had a storm of scorpions in Egypt last week. Yeah, like a plague. It's not a great thought when we're in relaxation, but what I brought it up really more because the magical element of it, that we're in Scorpio season and Mama Gaia is sending messages to us. Maybe that's my idea anyway. That's like, oh, that's magic. I'm not magic for the people affected by it, obviously. Horrible. So we are blessed. We only have to deal with rain here. And rain is such a blessing to have that water element. So just enjoy wherever you are now, being grateful to yourself for making time for your practice today and really enjoying that sense of release and relaxation after the effort. So it's so important to put a bit of effort in, so then you get to really reap the benefits and enjoy the relaxation. So just be really proud of yourselves. You've completed 7 weeks, many of you, or a block of classes in this. I think Avril wins for the one who's attended every week. Well done, Avril. Woo! You made it to the finish line. And I can really see all of the effects on all of you. You definitely have made a lot of progress. You had a one-to-one, that was good. See, those who show up get one-to-ones. And to those who haven't been able to join in person, I hope you're enjoying watching the recording, and just enjoy. And of course, thank you for joining live via Zoom. I'm glad it's working this week, V, and thanks for your patience last week. So we are in this together. So just enjoying a few more precious moments, laying here, basking in that appreciation for ourselves. Whatever we have done along the way, just making time for our self-care practice and just acknowledging that every single moment that we come to the mat is of benefit to ourselves. Even those days when we just can't get away, sort of gradually learning to shift our priorities. Priorities has become a big theme for me over the last couple of weeks. And I think it's a really interesting theme for this full moon that we're having on Thursday, about reorganizing our priorities and identifying the activities and the commitments that we have that really serve our highest good, that really serve our soul quest, our soul purpose, our journey towards living more in harmony with Mother Earth, to being more at ease in our home, which is starts with our body, and of course how our body interacts with the greater collective on our Mother Earth. So that's what I'm feeling really strongly for this full moon. A sense of cultivating a belonging and a sense of being safe again, because many of us over the last couple of years have been feeling in a constant state of uncertainty, and that has an impact on our central nervous systems and our immune systems. And just to remember to trust again in our body's innate ability to heal itself, remembering to trust in our own power to be our own inner teacher, as well as having faith that all is unfolding as it should. So all of these big, big themes coming to a head this eclipse season. And with that said, I'd like to invite you to slowly bend your knees and hug your knees in towards your chest, holding around your shins, and give yourself that delicious hug that only you can really give yourself, that sense of coming home to yourself. Thank goodness we made it to yoga today, gently rocking from side to side, massaging your lower back. And I want you to make a commitment to yourself to maintain the sense of ease and calm that you've created in your body now, as you gently roll to the side and crawl, slide, however you need to get there, get back to your own mat as slowly as you need to. And on your way, you can get layers, socks, blankets. I'll bring some blankets that I've been heating on the radiator. Coming and getting as warm and cozy as you can. And really, let's make ourselves as cozy as possible. So those watching at home, give yourself time. If you need to pause the video and go find blankets, go find cushions. I've just realized that the bolsters that go under your knee haven't been out, so they might be a bit cold, but does anyone want a bolster under their knee? Yes? You're out without? You're like, any mention of cold? I'm just not interested. But layer up, you guys, and come resting. Make yourselves as cozy and comfy as possible. I've got a couple of extra blankets. Is that nice and warm? So I can double up for you. So come laying down, and there you go, tuck yourself in. Bring your feet wider than hip distance apart. Okay. Let your legs stretch out on the mat. Does that feel all right, or you want to have your knees bent? You can, yeah, that's what I was going to give you, a bolster so you can support your lower back. Yeah, that's good. So just let your feet come wider than hip distance apart, and relax the back of your pelvis on the mat as much as you can. So the more you bring your feet apart, the more you can relax the back of your pelvis. That's it. Everyone feeling comfy? I'm going to give, I think everyone in the studio is getting 2 blankets tonight, just because I can feel. There we go. So get yourself as cozy as you can. That's it, nice. I'm going to leave the heater on. I'm sorry if it causes a bit of a disturbance, but I don't want you to get too cold. And we're going to just ease into the support of the earth below. So just allow yourself to move your awareness around your body and notice where your body connects with the earth below. Notice if you're holding yourself up in any areas where you could accept the support and release a little bit deeper into it. Notice if there's any lingering tension in the body where you could consciously send your breath to those parts of the body and coax it to let go just a little bit more. We're going to practice gratitude tonight, gratitude for the time that we've spent together over the last 7 weeks, and my gratitude to you for choosing to share your practice with me. Just noticing what comes up for you when I ask you to reflect on the time that you've spent on this course, learning about Eldoa, learning yoga with Eldoa, and how it's, what impact it may have had on your yoga practice, of the way you feel in your body, of the way you feel about the future with you in your body, the possibility for transformation and neuroplasticity, this ability to reprogram the neurological pathways in the body, so you can actually turn around, change patterns in the body. Don't have to accept them for how they are. If they're not serving you, you can do things to change. So just noticing if you've actually experienced any of that yet. And if you haven't, no worries. You may need to keep practicing a little bit more. But just acknowledging wherever you're at with your practice, acknowledging yourself for showing up, noticing where that gratitude lives in your body, that appreciation, and seeing if you can breathe into that space. So really, as though you're fanning the flames of a gentle, cozy hearth, and on the inhale, you can just imagine the embers of your inner fire glowing brighter. And on the exhale, you can just imagine warm rays of comfort and ease extending across your entire body. So gently breathing in and breathing out. So we will have time for a very rapid movement of consciousness around the body now, taking the awareness to the right side of your body and placing the awareness in the palm of your right hand, feeling inside your right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth little finger. Feel the back of your right hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, shoulder blade, side of your chest, rib cage, waistline, hip, buttock, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin bone, ankle, heel, sole of your right foot, top of your right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth little toe. The entire right side of your body is now completely relaxed. Moving your awareness across to the left side of your body now, inside the palm of your left hand, and feel inside your left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth little finger. Feel the back of your left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, side of your chest, rib cage, waistline, hip, buttock, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin bone, ankle, heel, sole of your left foot, top of your left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth little toe. The entire left side of your body is now also completely relaxed. Now move your awareness up to the crown of your head. Feel the back of the head resting on the earth, and feel inside your right temple, your left temple, and feel both eyes resting deep behind the closed eyelids. Feel inside your right eyebrow, your left eyebrow, and feel your eyebrow center. Feel your right eyelashes, your left eyelashes, and feel the bridge of your nose. Feel the tip of your nose. Feel your right nostril, left nostril, both nostrils together. Feel your upper lip, lower lip, both lips together. And feel your tongue. Feel the tip of the tongue resting lightly behind the two front teeth, and feel the root of the tongue resting in the throat. Feel the canal running all the way to your right ear, and the canal running all the way to your left ear. And feel both ears together. Feel the back of your neck. Feel the front of your throat. Feel your right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of your chest, left side of your chest. Feel your heart center. Feel your right rib cage, left rib cage, and feel your solar plexus, your inner sun, radiating warmth and light throughout your entire body. And feel your upper abdomen, your lower abdomen, and that navel at the center of your abdomen. Feel the right side of your groin and the left side of your groin. And feel around to the back of your sacred triangle of your sacrum resting on the earth. Feel your right butterfly wing of your ilia and your left butterfly wing of your ilia. And feel your entire sacroiliac joint resting and supported securely by your earth. Now feel your entire spine from your tailbone all the way up to the base of your skull, resting and supported on the earth. Feel your entire head and face resting and supported by the earth. Feel your entire torso, head and face resting and supported by the earth. Feel your whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, whole right leg, whole left leg, and both legs together. And now feel your whole body. Your whole body. Your whole body. Allow your awareness to float upwards now to that space behind your closed eyelids, known in yoga as the Chittakash. That wide open spaciousness of limitless potential. And lightly rest your inward gaze in this space and allow any thoughts to just drift by like clouds, and allow any sounds either inside or outside of the room that you find yourself in just to wash over you like healing sounds of the universe. This is Shavasana. This is conscious relaxation. Become aware of your breath, breathing your body slowly, slowly deepen the breath. Bring all of your awareness back inside of your body and start to bring very gentle movements into your fingers and your toes, gently wiggling fingers and toes. Creating circles with your wrists and your ankles. And if it feels nice in your shoulders, you can raise your arms overhead and stretch, stretch, stretch out through your fingers and point out through your toes. Give yourself that delicious stretch as if you're waking for the first time. And then when you feel ready, bring those arms back down and bend the knees and hug the knees in towards you. Give yourself that delicious hug that only you can really give yourself, gently nurturing, loving, welcoming yourself back into the room. And when you feel ready, you can gently roll on over to your right-hand side and just stay there for a moment. Take your time. The world will most definitely wait. Allow the eyes to open if they haven't done so already and adjust to the light. And then when you feel ready, take a really deep, nourishing breath and use the exhale to gently press yourself up to seated and come meet me in your favorite seated position. We're going to sit up nice and tall And feel that lovely tall spine that you've created through your Eldora practice. Let's inhale the arms up, really reach actively out through the fingertips, flex through the hands, really lifting up as much as you can. Look up towards the fingers, reach, 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 fingertips touch, palms touch. Exhale, drawing your energy down in towards your heart space, stopping for a moment at the brow. Just gently pressing your thumbs into the brow center, gently massaging, pressing up and down. And just take a moment here, take a breath. And as you exhale, just committing to yourself, committing to be discerning about your thoughts. So committing to your purest thoughts and allowing any other thoughts that don't serve you just to be released and let go. Take a breath. And then bringing thumbs to rest in front of the mouth, around acknowledging the center of correspondence for hearing and speaking and sharing our truth, and committing to listening, tuning in, opening up to hear the truth, to find compassionate ways to share our truth, breathing into that, whatever that means for you. And then taking a moment, bringing the thumbs to rest at the sternum, pressing into the sternum, really feeling strong, courageous in our hearts, and just acknowledging ourselves for having that commitment and courage and compassion to live our soul purpose. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, and I am so blessed to know you all, and I'm really grateful, and I look forward to seeing you